Obviously, APEC economies are benefiting from the global economic recovery. In fact, the IMF says that we haven't had broad-based growth like this since 2010. So we're obviously at a good part of the economic cycle. And that, of course, creates opportunities. There's also, this is reflected in trade, which has picked up in the past year, but also investment is strong. People have confidence in Asia-Pacific as an area that's going to continue to grow. What I'm more concerned about, and what I think business people and policymakers should be concerned about, is behind the borders barriers that are deliberately put in place because of protectionist sentiments. And this could be motivated by a number of things. For example, in some cases, countries want to protect their state-owned enterprises. In other cases, they use standards for example, agricultural products as a way of keeping out foreign agricultural products and protecting their own farmers. And this kind of thing, if it's not checked, if we don't do business, what it really does is it undermines free trade agreements and the basis of our economic relations. And I think down the road, say over the medium term, it could undermine the multilateral trading system, and as well as the competitiveness and growth prospects for the Asia-Pacific region. So we really could end up killing the golden goose here. As I look ahead, I think that one thing is going to have a critical influence on prospects for trade, investment, and economic growth in the Asia-Pacific region. And that is, will APEC economies continue with structural reforms and with efforts to address behind-the-border barriers to trade? And in particular, for the digital economy, as I've mentioned, there's a need to update regulations so that they're fit for purpose. Good regulatory practices is something that the Economic Committee really does quite a bit of. And as an example, we're going to be hosting, the Economic Committee is going to be putting together a big conference on good regulatory practices in August in Port Moresby. And we're going to also talk about what's a good way to approach regulation of the digital economy.